I don't quite know how I follow the other speakers here tonight, but I just do want to say thank you to Van, Kitty, and to Jamila for sharing their stories with us. It takes an incredible amount of courage to get up here and to talk so personally and so powerfully about your life and what you've experienced. So I really do appreciate that and respect that. I also want to thank James and Oberon for hosting tonight, and two people who are too humble to put themselves in the spotlight, but who, without their vision, none of this really would be possible, and that's Sam and Sarah. So let's give them a So, over 7,000 homeless in Boston, twice as many homeless children today than 10 years ago. 600 youth stayed at the Pine Street Inn in 2013, which is 4 times as many as did in 2008. Young people between the ages of 18 and 24 make up approximately 12% of the homeless population, and it's the fastest growing segment to experience homelessness. These were just some of the numbers Sam and Sarah discussed with me when we sat down over a year ago to talk about their vision for a shelter to help serve homeless youth. Their passion, their commitment, and their plan were moving and powerful. They didn't have to do much to convince me that there was a need for more services to support this population. As a social worker with over 20 years of experience working with children and families, I know too well the struggles of finding safe and secure places for young people who have been thrust onto the streets and no fault of their own. At our meeting, I recounted the story of one young man that I worked with, who at 18 was kicked out of his home on Christmas Day. This event led to several months of his living on the street. He didn't want to go to an adult shelter, and he would have to find shelter wherever he could, including slipping into someone's basement or breaking into the back seat of someone's car. Of course, as so often happens, this led to his being involved with the local police, getting arrested, and eventually spending time in jail awaiting trial for breaking and entering. A young man with a great deal of promise, but who struggled with depression and trauma, found himself in the criminal justice system all because he didn't want to freeze. This is just one story, and maybe not the most dramatic, but it serves as an example of how quickly and unexpectedly unprepared young people find themselves pushed into unsafe situations that forever change their lives. I have 4 children. Many of us in this room have children. The young people we are talking about tonight are children. We often hear from elected officials and others that children are our future. Why is it then that we do so little to help?
That's right.
Why is it that so many children find themselves homeless, struggling to survive in this at times unforgiving and abusive world?
That's right.
Why is it that it's easier to find places to house a lost dog than it is to shelter a young man or woman?
Amen.
Is it because these folks don't vote? Is it because it's too hard to talk about? Do we somehow believe that they brought this on themselves? I don't know. But what I do know is that we have to do better.
Yep.
What I do know is that no child, regardless of their sexual orientation, mental health, behavior, or victimization, should ever find themselves having to break into a car in order to keep from freezing to death.
That's right.
So what do we do? So we need to tackle poverty, affordable housing, mental health treatment, substance abuse treatment. We need to stop turning our backs on foster children who, when they turn 18, the state shoves them into homelessness by forcing them to leave their foster home or program. We need to increase the minimum wage to a living wage,
Yes.
and help make college affordable and accessible for everyone.
Yes.
But those are big issues, right? Those take a lot of time, and they're controversial in some spots. So we must also focus on short-term goals, because while we're looking at long-term solutions, we must never lose sight that there are people hungry tonight. There are people cold tonight. There are people who need a safe place to sleep tonight. And this is where you and I come in. We need to stand behind Youth on Fire, Y2Y, and organizations who do this work, not just with our words, but with our time and with our money.
Yeah.
As a Cambridge City Councilor, I will do all that I can to make ending homelessness a priority for the city of Cambridge.
Yes.
As an individual, I will donate my time and my money to helping these organizations do the work that is so important to keeping young people safe. And I want you to know that the city of Cambridge is behind you 100% in this endeavor, and we will do everything that we can to support you. But now I'm going to do something very unexpected. An elected official asking you for money. Okay? Doesn't happen often. Okay? I want you to pick them up. I want you to fill them out. I want you to write a check, credit card, cash, change. I don't care. Whatever you can give, I want you to give till it hurts. Okay? Because this is important. And until we can, in government, do what we need to do and do what's right and fund these programs the way they need to be funded, we have to do events like this and we have to reach out to you. So please, I thank you for all of your support. I thank you for standing behind these organizations, and I thank you in advance for your contributions. Thank you.